I wanted to make a joke about the fact that we're making movies off Twitter threads now, but when the movie's good, really ain't much you can say. So Zola is a new biographical comedy drama starring Taylor Page and Riley Keough. Now, it's technically a 2020 film since it premiered at the Sundance Film Festival right before the pandemic started, but it officially premiered in theaters a few days ago and I'm here to talk about it, so let's get to it. Zola is a Detroit waitress who gets talked into a weekend of stripping in Florida for some quick cash, but the trip soon becomes a sleepless 48-hour odyssey involving a nefarious friend, her pimp, and her idiotic boyfriend. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. In my reviews, I discuss what I liked, what I didn't like, and then my overall thoughts. So starting with what I liked about the movie, the acting by the two main leads was actually really good. Riley Keough seems to really be doing a good job of picking roles that are different than other roles that she's played, and this particular role is no exception.
This with a nappy ass hair was up in my face. Word.
The ratchetness of this character is dialed all the way up to 11, and I actually know women like this, so it's kind of funny to me to see this on the big screen. Coleman Domingo and Nicholas Braun do a good job in this movie too, but the standout was easily Taylor Page. I've seen her in White Boy Rick and Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, but this performance definitely proves that she can lead a movie. Now, I don't really know how spot on the casting is when you base it on the real people involved, but as far as the cast goes, everybody plays well off each other, and you really can't take your eyes off at any one of these four when they're on screen. The writing was really good too. The movie's told in a way where you're never bored and you're always interested and invested with what's going on. The story is basically a road trip where things just go from bad to worse, and it seems totally made up. So to know that these things are actually based off of true events is actually pretty crazy. As far as what I didn't like about the movie, the only really big thing for me was the ending. The movie ends pretty abruptly, where it kind of seems like the writer or the director just didn't really know how to end it. Near the end of the movie, something happens and it does make you want to know what's going to happen next, but then when the movie cuts off, it kind of makes the story feel a little bit unresolved. But on the other hand, it's not really something that's going to make or break the movie, so I guess the director just felt this is as good a spot to stop as any. I didn't necessarily expect Zola to get dropped back off at her front door after a wild weekend, but I didn't expect it to end the way that it did either. I'll just say the movie didn't really stick the landing. So in conclusion, the acting was good, the writing was good, there's not a boring moment in this movie. I definitely would suggest going to this movie knowing as little bit about the story as possible. And just a side warning, the movie's rated R primarily due to nudity, and I can tell you that this movie earned every bit of that R rating. This movie would have been rated R back in the 80s, and y'all know how loose the ratings were back then between an R and a PG-13, so that should definitely tell you something. But even if you get past the rating, this movie is not going to be for everybody. This movie's raunchy, has a very specific type of humor, it's raw, it's stylistic, basically everything you'd expect from a movie produced by A24. The same studio that brought you films like Uncut Gems, The Lighthouse, and mid-90s. All that being said though, I'd still say this movie is worth a watch. So that's my review of Zola. Have you guys seen it yet? What did you think? Leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. If you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs up and click that subscribe button to see what's coming next.